Welcome back. Oh, I'm sorry. I just talked right into her ear. I'm not thinking. I'm sorry, Clementine. Welcome back to Finding Paradise. I'm picking up right where we left off. No breaks. We're just getting right into the next episode. I feel like we're kind of rounding towards the end, so this might be the last episode, might be the second to last. We'll see, but let's just get into it. So do I go towards her then? Oh. This might be the most hassle we've ever gone through for a single memory link. What is it? Oh, it's just something she said earlier. That whole thing was messed up. Did she turn freaky and ghastly on you too? Yeah, but that's not what I meant. Never mind, let's just get going and chat later. That's the thing I really do appreciate about Watts, is that he ends up being the one that has more sympathy for the patient than Eva does. I don't know if that's okay to say, but he makes it known that he has more sympathy, at least. I'm not sure where I'm going. But I'll continue my thoughts in a second. We've been here for long enough as it is. Let's get going. Okay. Oh, okay. But in the first game, he was the one that didn't want to erase River. He actually fought to keep River, and Eva was the one who had to pretty much get her hands dirty, get the hard work done, and kind of change Johnny's mind. What a detour. Where am I headed then? The book? Was it the book? I guess it's not exactly a journal after all. Where am I going? The hibiscus, maybe. I see the hibiscus right there. Maybe that is something. Sheesh, are they just spreading hibiscus seeds wherever they go? There it is. Alright. So, even if Watts was fighting Faye, I think there was really something... I guess, what's the word? He really does have Colin's best interest in mind. He harbors a lot of empathy, even though it's difficult for him to show it most of the time. He does. He can't deny it. Well, he can deny it, but he can't fight it at the end of the day. He's just a nice dude. Okay, let's get this puzzle in order. I think he really would have tried to work with Faye if she gave him the opportunity. But then she started pushing him, and then he got like all upset, and he's like, "You're not even real." But I think if she had given in, then he probably would have stuck to his word and let her help out. But that's just my take. Maybe he wouldn't have. Maybe he wouldn't have. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. Oh, let's go. Backing system iterative? Is that a word? Did they mess that up? Am I dumb? Backing up iterative data for applied selection. Data backup complete and stored to repository. He saved her? I'm not sure what that meant. That took a while. Weren't you right behind me? I just had to clean up that mess back there. Oh. Careful. Well, let's go and see what we find at the vortex of all of this. Oh my gosh, my reading. I have a guess. What? Oh. Didn't exactly stick that soft landing, huh? Not like I had much practice on the actual grass strip. He's got his cello. So, you think this is a case of schizophrenia? I wouldn't say so, no. Well, with that, the patient usually has trouble actively distinguishing delusion from reality. Mm. But in this case, I get the feeling that he's actually well aware of it. Still can't say for certain, but I'm leaning towards some kind of defense mechanism instead. The more curious question is how he's able to materialize her so vividly. You think she's still able to see us? Hard to say, but she shouldn't be able to interfere for now at least. This seems to just be a normal memory playback. I don't know. I wouldn't say defense mechanism in a traumatic way. Because when you think of defense mechanism, you think like something bad happened, so he's like using imaginary friends and stuff to cope. I think from what we've seen of his childhood, he was just a very lonely kid. Like I said, he is a latchkey kid. His parents were never around. He was an only child. He wasn't doing well in school. He didn't seem to have any friends really. So I think it was less of a defense mechanism and more of a coping mechanism to deal with how lonely his childhood was. He had to be creative in order to, I guess, be happy, be a happy child. He had a great imagination. He made the most of it, and it led into adulthood. What you waiting for? Come on. Haven't you ever heard of the phrase "stop and smell the roses"? There are flowers on top of the hill too, you know. I'll race you there. I just think it's sad, but he made the most of his life, or made the most of his childhood by doing this. But the longer you daydream, it can, like, daydreaming is actually kind of a mental disorder. I think there's maladaptive daydreaming. I wouldn't say, like, I'm not going to self-diagnose myself, but I've had problems where daydreaming does get in the way of normal life. And I think this is a very strong example of how that happens. Hey, I was thinking, it's a little windy today. Maybe we should come back some other time instead. Oh, don't be such a downer. We're practically already here. Hey, remember when you played Catch Me If You Can? The wind? Wasn't here a moment ago. But I wouldn't say he has schizophrenia or any traumatic thing. I would say, if anything, if he had any illness at all, it would probably be maladaptive daydreaming disorder. Because even when he was older, his girlfriend or fiance or wife at the time, Sophia, was like, "You've always been distant." And the reason for that is because he's always been stuck in his head. He's always thinking, imagining things. It never stopped. Maybe he stopped seeing Faye, but those thoughts never stopped. Okay, what's the matter now? Let's just rest here for a while. Again, you barely walked any steps. Hey, I'm the one who has to carry this thing uphill. Oh, I just thought you'd have gotten stronger by now, that's all. The cello's bigger too, you know. Just come and sit here with me for a bit, will you? Do you remember the first time we came here? Which first time? The second one, I guess? The one where I tried to race you up the hill? Oh yeah, that was a dumb move. You sure were excited to take me up there, though. Yeah, it'd been a while since I took anyone there. It's still one of my favorite places. I always like how it overlooked the city. It really has been a while, hasn't it? I rather miss going there. So why are you hesitating? We're mere steps away from there, you know. Why are you stopping every step along the way? Stop kidding yourself, Colin. You're not tired, and it's not the wind. We've already come so far. You know as well as I what we have to do. Hmm. I'd also like to clarify, I'm not trying to diagnose any fictional characters. I'm just saying, if anything, that's what he would have. I'm a psych major, but I'm not that smart. Not yet. Still working on it. I don't even think that's an actual diagnosable disorder, at least not on its own. I think you have to have other things to qualify for it. I don't know. This is not psych class. Let me leave that at the door. The first time we came here, that was the first time I accompanied you to play the scales too, wasn't it? Yeah, it helped. Still does, actually. Well, no one likes to practice scales alone. But you could never actually hear what I was playing, could you? Oh, it's so sad. Oh. He was just a lonely kid. He needed someone. It's nice up there today. It always is. You don't have to leave anymore. I can fly now. Wherever you go, I can go with you. You really are stubborn, aren't you? Don't you think you're getting a bit too old for me to stay? Ugh, why am I tearing up already? Nothing even happened. They're just talking, ugh. People would laugh at you if they knew. They can laugh all they want, I don't care. You made me who I am today. I learned to fly because of you. I kept playing cello because of you. You taught me to practice the scales. No, Colin. I can't teach you anything you don't know, nor can I make you do anything you don't want. Maybe all you really wanted was for someone to be there. Even if it was just someone like me. Ugh, I'm crying in the club right now. I know it's mesmerizing here, Colin. But you've been spending so much time with me and imagining what couldn't be. Don't you think you're forgetting what actually is and what could be? Sometimes stepping out of this little world we've made is the only way to notice and appreciate all the beautiful things around you. I don't want to be alone. Sure, if I go, you'll be alone at times, even when you don't want to be. But that's all part of growing up, and it's all a part of life. So it makes fleeting moments with loved ones treasured, our memories precious. It's also what drives you to seek out what you wouldn't find if you just stayed here with me. There's a lot out there just waiting for you, Colin. I can't promise it'll always be good, but I know you won't find all that you need living in these pages of ours. You brought me into this world. I won't forget that. And while some things are meant to stay, some are only meant to carry you so far. In my own way, you know I will always be there to protect you. That reminds me of, was it Sophia that said it, that some memories are meant to be kept, or was that Faye? Either way, they're basically going back to that whole conversation. So sad. And whatever comes, if it's something we could do, then it's something you could do. What do you say, Colin? Are you ready? She's trying to convince him to let her go. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for it to end. I don't care what you are or aren't. You were my first real friend. Hey, this doesn't have to be the end for us. One day, you might look back and realize how precious life has passed you by. Look how fast this precious life has passed you by. And on that day, I'll come back once more. We'll talk like how we used to talk, and you'll tell me about your day. No, about your life. You'll tell me about a happy life you've had and all the nice memories you've made. Ugh, I hate this, please. I might not have such a happy life, you know. I'm crying, I can't do this. You're such a downer, you know that? Have a little faith in yourself, Colin. Of course you will. I know you will. It may take a long time, and it may take a lot of work and effort. But when that day comes, I know you'll have lots of happy memories to share. Oh my gosh. Can't do this. It's almost time. How much have you written in that book by now? You replaced its pages so many times, huh? I must talk a lot. Sorry about that. But now that I'm going, perhaps you could finally spare more pages for other things. It's your book. You don't have to always write about me anymore. It's just like life, right? Same book filled with all kinds of different pages. As it should be. Take care of yourself, alright? Hey. I still haven't said goodbye yet. You already have, Colin. A long, long time ago. Oh. My babies. Oh, I love this game so much. Freebird Games, you've done it again! You made me cry. And then he never got to talk to her again. She never came back, did she? Guess not. I wonder if she's a cause or an effect. As in, do you think Colin's unhappy because she never came back again? If Colin wanted to see her again, I doubt he would have needed to call us. Yeah, so perhaps her absence at the end meant he was already unhappy by then. Back to square one. This place is destabilizing again. We don't have much time left. Let's move. We have to make do with what we have. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me gather myself. Okay, Colin. I'm assuming we go up to you. Wait, do we even know what we're doing with him yet? I have a few ideas to try, but we still need to think of mementos first. Or link up mementos first. Let's get back to the overworld and figure things out before we do that. Alright. Oh. What the heck? Wait, just what is it now? In my own way, I will always be there to protect you. Got separated again. Neil, what's taking you so long? This place is falling apart. There's no time to wait for him. Okay, connect Colin's memories. Oh gosh, how do we do this? Oh, okay. We can connect the hibiscus, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. There we go. The cello. I'm on it. I'm on a roll. Unless I'm totally messing something up. There's a book. Ooh. Okay, the plane. The plane. There it is. There it is. Okay, that was easy. I think that's all of them, but oh no. Oh no, what is this? What? Was that a... What is this place? I don't know. His memories, they're falling apart. Okay. But in the blink of an eye, suddenly, there's no more time. And I find myself here, just like everyone else. I just want to feel like I've done enough in this world before I go, you know? That's why we're here, Colin. Tell us your regrets. What is it you want us to fix? He doesn't have any. Except maybe not talking to Faye. Call them. But when you go through the procedure and live that new life, just hold on to something from here. It's not like that, Fia. I won't forget about you. We'd only have so little time in this life, and we'd never be able to do all that we want. No matter what we do, there'll always be other things we want to try, other paths to take. But you can't do them all. Crap, 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 crap! Did it spill on your dress? Hey, just one more excuse to jump into the lagoon. Aw. You know, we don't have to waste all that lemon juice. Have you ever tried riding with it? Lemon juice? No, why? Then prepare to be mind blown by some elementary school magic. Get this, it's invisible ink. Invisible ink. Yep, the writing appears in color only when you heat the paper up. Come on, I'll show you. Let's write something with it. It's been a while since I've written. Well, never too late to start again. How about a letter? To who? Each other, of course. We could write about this trip. It's been kind of a journey, hasn't it? And at the end of it, we could show each other who wrote what we wrote of it all. Oh, so that's okay. That's why I think we went over that in the last few episodes, but that's why the pages were all blank. We uncovered that he was using invisible ink the whole time. Why was this not a part of that memory earlier? Good question. For suspense and plot reveals. What? Don't you get it? Why would you even consider? Why would you toss aside everything we have for something make-believe? I'm not tossing anything aside. Where do I go from here? We all have regrets, be it righting a wrong or a dream long past. At Sigmund Corp, we give you that second chance to make things right. Because with our help, it's never too late. Wait, these don't seem like just randomly scattered memories. Could it be that the sedative's wearing off? They seem pretty random to me. You are different, even from the man you were when I first met you. You're no longer aloof, you know? When you're here, you're actually here. I guess it all kind of goes back to him being a daydreamer. Him and his imagination. That's got him so far, but also done so much damage. I know it's mesmerizing here, Faye spoke after a pause, shifting her gaze back up to the sky. But you've been spending so much time with me and imagining what couldn't be. Don't you think you're forgetting what actually is and what could be? Okay, look, I got it. I got your message, you hear me? I know you're still here. You can come out and get me now. He thinks Faye's doing this? Darn it, I really thought it was her. Oh, wait, is that really the only way to... Oh. Where the hay have you been? I figured it out, Eva. I figured out the impossible. I mean, it took an unholy amount of spoon feeding, but I guess that's what it takes when we're in... Oh my god. I guess that's what it takes when we're on the inside of it. What are you talking about? Yes, just what are you talking about? Aw, my girl. The sedative, it wore off already? You don't sound too happy about it. We're here to help Colin, and you're the mental process that's in the way. Well, lucky for you, that can be amended now, can't it? So, looks like we're all out of time. If you're gonna erase me for good, you might as well hurry. No, we're not gonna erase you. We're going to erase us. Wait, what? Colin never needed our service, Eva. He already had her. The ability to change his reality, to live in a different world. The one that filled the gaps of what he wanted all in his head. She is what we do, Eva. Aww. And yet she left. She left, which could have meant only one thing. What you're trying to imply? No, that can't be right. What we do is different from just this. How is it different? Because there's more to it. There's more to what we do. We fulfill wishes. We give meaning to people's lives. What we do, it has to be more than that of an imaginary friend. It's a lot more elaborate, for sure. But someone who had to fight just to let go of fantasy and embrace reality. Maybe our existence was merely an unwelcomed amplifier. A reminder of the make-believe, the imaginary. And the endless possibilities that make reality seem less than what it is. Hey, you two, things aren't looking good with the patient. I don't know what you're up to, but you might want to get out of there. And by might wanna, I mean need to. After all that, huh? I guess none of this matters anymore. There is no way we'd still have time to implement any actual changes. No, we might not have the time. But what about her? Oh my gosh. She's already linked to the machine's interface, right? Without us, all the procedures would be internalized. So much could be done in a fraction of a moment. You're suggesting giving sole control to the machine to a mental process of the patient? The ethical implications of that, it hasn't been done for good reasons. It hasn't been done because no patient has had a chance like this. Besides, what's our alternative? Ugh, my gosh. Oh my god. I'm so emotional I can't even read right now. I'm sorry. Besides, what's our alternative? Just leave and mark this as a write-off? What about legal complications? The contract, it says... Oh, come on, Eva. When has the contract stopped us? Guys. Go on, I'll be right behind. Don't say I never trusted you. Aw, Faye. Why are you doing this for us? Well, if I were Colin and on my last breath, I'd trust you over two strangers in white coats, right? Strangers, huh? Your colleague was right about one thing. There's more to what you do than just playing God with people's memories. You've been here for just a day, and yet in all of his lifetime, no one else has truly seen the world through his eyes like you have. And well, you're kind of the first I've been able to meet too. In some silly way, maybe that's a part of Colin. Maybe that's oh my god. Maybe that's what a part of Colin really wished for. It was one heck of a meet and greet, that's for sure. System admin access transferred to unknown credential Faye. You gonna be alright? Still a little nervous, I guess. Well, given the circumstances, I'd say that's pretty alright. Hey. Do you think that in some ways I've truly existed? Well, for what it's worth, I think all our memories and everything in it can be nothing but the fiction we tell ourselves. Good luck out there. Colin's counting on you. Oh. Please, no more sad moments, no more crying. I can't do this. I have to be able to read. His blood pressure is dropping. Vital signs are fading fast. I think he's letting go. Sorry for your loss. Please take all the time you need. I'll be in the living room with the paperwork. When they're ready, I'll let them know. Give me 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. I hate how quiet it is. It's so sad. They need a moment. The book, though. What? Always a little stark, isn't it? Seeing it like this just after having been in there. And it's what it is. I'm just a little cold. Felt warmer in there. What we did back there, do you know if it worked? Hard to say. I'll try to dig through the data afterward, but... well, it's never been done like this before. I don't know how coherent it'd be. Guess we got another mess of a report to write. We can take care of that when the dust settles. In the meantime, I just remembered something. The book, please. So did you succeed? There's a complication. We try to cope with something unorthodox, but I'm not sure if we'll ever know what really happened in those last moments. Hey, Sophia said you got a lighter? Yeah. Oh. I wonder where all the other pages went.
I never stood up very tall. I think my voice was fairly small. But there were times I'd want to shout, though my thoughts weren't sorted out. So I'd stumble and I'd fall. I learned to fly because of you. So if you left, I could go too. And everything you saw in me, that's what I wanted to be. Did I make it after all? All the grass on the other side, is it only greener in my mind? I'd still want it the same, because trading my yesterday is to wish my life away. As we dream and as we grow, We have to learn to let things go. But let the wonder never fade. Though we've turned 10,000 pages, flying high or stuck below. I've searched for meaning, amidst doubt. I finally figured that part out. And all the stories inside me feels like I'm bursting at the seams. And you're here after all. All the grass on the other side. Is it only greener in my mind? I'd still want it the same, because trading my yesterday is to wish my life away.
Oh, she's erasing it. She did it. Don't do this to me. Oh my god. She showed up. Looking for something, old timer? Oh my god, I'm a mess right now. I don't want to stop it though. It's been a while, huh? A long while. You haven't changed much. And whose fault is that now? Oh my god, there's tears all over my face. I feel them. Listen, I wish it were under better circumstances, but I know. I just wish I had the time to tell you about all that's happened since then. It's okay. I was there. I'm only here to say goodbye. Just tell me one thing, though. Do you still have any regrets? Regrets? Yeah, I've got a lot of those. But that's okay. The chances I missed, the mishaps, and all that I'd wish I'd had, well, they were all still a part of it. They made me for all that I do have. And what I do have, I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. That's what I wish to hear. Go on, they're waiting for you. It's time to go home. Hey, Colin. Sorry I had to leave back then. Thank you for having been there, even when nobody else was. Too much emotional exhaustion. Freebird Games! How dare you make me cry this hard? They've done it again. I feel like I cried maybe even harder than I did in To the Moon, if that's even possible. Oh my god, I'm a mess. Like, I can't even breathe right now. I'm so sad. I liked that ending. It wasn't as bittersweet as To the Moon was, where basically, oh my god, my cat knows I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to pick you up. What was I saying? To the Moon had more of a bittersweet ending because the whole Johnny and River story basically got rewritten into something different. Whereas all Colin needed was Sigmund Corp erased from his memory because they were bringing back those, I guess, that addiction to daydreaming that he used to have. My grandparents and family, the Freebird Games online community. Special thanks, aw. But all he needed was this. I guess that says a lot about society too, is that they give you these unrealistic expectations about what you can get out of life and what you should want out of life. And in a way, that's also what Sigmund Corp advertises to these older people, is that this is what you should want. You get a chance to relive your life. You get everything you could have wanted, when life really shouldn't be about that. Sup? Where are you? At my scotch, drinking home? You said you'd be here. I said I'd visit like we always do, not attend the funeral. When was the last time we even did that? I know, but I just thought we owe it to him after. Dr. Rosalene, we're about to start. Go on, I'll get my turn. Alright, enjoy your scotch. You know it. Now, where were we? Oh, not looking sketchy at all, Neil. I asked you to knock, not hack my lock. Switching to digital was a terrible idea. Why didn't you just keep both locks on? Dang nabbit, Rob. I don't know. Why she even got you involved? Look, we don't have long. Are you guys still in or not? You betcha! So, is that the solution you were talking about? Yeah, that's her. Huh? Oh my gosh. I can't believe people had to wait, like, how many years after this one came out? Like, 2, 3? I don't know. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you for having been part of this. You're welcome. Anytime. Thanks for making me cry in front of people. It's times like this I'm glad I'm not like super popular. Cause what, like 10 people are gonna see me cry? That's not so bad. I can live with that. But I can't believe people had to wait so long for the second part of this game. For me, it's like, oh, okay, I'll just get into the next game right after this one. So, lucky me, I guess, but, wow. Great story. Such a great story. I can't even compare this one to To the Moon as much, because, I mean, they both belong in the same, like, linear storyline, so I guess there's no comparing it, really. I love both of them for different reasons for what they are. Johnny and River was more of like a love story, and this one was more about just accepting life as it is, basically. And they both have different messages, and they're very well thought out, and they're very strong, and they hit hard. The characters are great, you know, blah blah blah. Anyways, I can't wait to play the next one. I'm not sure when that'll be. It might be right after this one, it might take a little while, who knows, but yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and hopefully crying with me. I'd like to think I'm not the only one sobbing here, so yeah. Later.